Surely you all did not use AI to depict TT as more masculine 2 weeks after they just called Michelle Obama a man. Surely you see how that's problematic, no? But let's reel that back. I don't even really think it's about depicting TT as more masculine. She really just caught a stray, in my opinion, from people wanting to depict KC as more effeminate, right? Now, this is not about Anaya and KC. Anaya and KC are not you and me. And what I mean by that is, once you've ascended to a certain level of visibility, you are now dealt the consequence of spectacle. Once you're at that space, you are no longer a human being having a human experience. You are a point for conversation. Going away from the fact that the whole show is curated to simulate some shit, that's not real life. This is not how dating works. The whole thing, everything that makes these conversations take place is a curated environment that is not applicable to the real world. I digress though, because while that's not real, these comments and these images certainly have real consequences, right? So, if we were to talk about how this is the first time, or for the first time in my life, we have a substantial demographic of cisgender heterosexual men watching a show seemingly about love, right? And if we could use these points to teach men, not to just shit on them and say, oh, this is a red flag, if you a KC supporter, X, Y, and Z. No more Wi-Fi words, y'all. No more Wi-Fi words. By that I mean no more internet language, if you didn't understand what I was saying. Explain what you mean, right? Because what I understand when I read into it, as somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, going to school and looking for what maybe the meaning may be behind these things is, hey, when you're behind closed doors, speaking in a certain context now, when you're behind closed doors, don't talk about your woman like that. In no context, under no circumstance should you talk about a woman like that. And hard as it may be for some people to believe, men were not taught that shit. In contrast, really going forward to this comment that I'm gonna speak about in a second, most men were taught this is what they should do. This is the example they would say. They saw niggas sitting around outside. If they was invited outside with the boys, they saw them talk shit about their wives. You know it. Hell, most women are there the whole time. Why they talking shit? You get what I'm saying? And it's this same masculinity that people want men to have that peddles the conversations that Casey and Corbin were having behind closed doors. Can't have both. Can't have both. Or whether you can or you're going to complain and I'm going to ignore you. Right? But I really wanted to bring this up because, one, I didn't see anybody specifically talking about this comment right here. I saw people talking about the image. But I really wanted to bring this up because with it being Men's Mental Health Month, this is an added element of what plays into men's shitty mental health, right? We all understand, and most people understand, that women can perpetuate patriarchy, right? By that I mean women can expect things from men. Nobody can force a man to do anything, right? At least that's the deflection. But women or anyone can expect a man to do something and can socially ostracize him or, you know what I'm saying, joke on him, whatever the case may be, when he doesn't do that shit. Now, I want to talk about the three things happening at this moment. We have people on the show, right? We have people watching the show. Then we have people watching the people watching, right? And that third group is the one that I think is what we really need to be concerned with, right? Because what this teaches people is, like, for white people specifically, they're gonna be like, well, why should I give a fuck about saying Michelle Obama man when y'all call y'all own women men? What the fuck do that? So what, it's different for me now? You get what I'm saying? White, you know what I'm saying? And it's not taking it away from the white folks, because they're not the point of conversation right now. Realistically, white folks, I need y'all to turn the TV off. Word to Kendrick. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. This ain't about y'all no more, right? Realistically, though, beyond the white people, we have impressionable minds. I'm not even going to say young impressionable minds, because I know some impressionable minds that ain't that goddamn young, who are watching this show and who are going to learn from it that, oh, as a man, you know what I'm saying, I shouldn't allow my woman to speak for me or us, right? If anything, that makes me seem more feminine. When this is what has men thinking they have to perform masculinity. But you all understand this. I mean, a lot of you all want men to perform masculinity. But when we talk about men's mental health, if we want men's mental health to grow, we have to allow men's experience to grow. We have to allow men's expression to grow. Not that this is the case for KC, because, I mean, he clearly isn't shy in other contexts, as he was, you know what I'm saying, popping his shit. But what about a nigga that is shy? Is he feminine? What about a woman who is more outspoken? Is she more masculine? No. We recognize that isn't the case. But these are the main points. I don't want to get too much into the academic jargon and the studies and all of that, because I don't feel that's what compels people to maybe look at a situation differently. I only want people to, one, stop using the Wi-Fi words. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want to say. Call men in. Say, hey, don't talk about me like that behind closed doors. Because you could, and I think a good point to say, which several of my exes have said in the past, how would you feel if I did that to you? Right? Niggas would feel shitty. They could lie and say, I wouldn't care. Yes, you would, nigga. And therein lies the issue. You wouldn't want her to talk about you like that, so please give her the same respect. But yeah, man. Ultimately, I do not want Trinity and Bryce to win. Don't really think they like each other at all. But that's the last I'll give of my actual opinion on the show. So, y'all be easy, man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all. Peace.